What does your dream business look like? What does your dream income look like? What does your dream day, your dream life, your dream bank account, your dream body, your dream relationships? As an entrepreneur and as a business owner, I think getting clear on your dream business is the only way to manifest that into your life. And that's what we're going to cover today. Let's hit it.
Remember my name and all I became, the fortune and fame, from shackles and chains, my spirit won't break, never let them take.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode. Today, I want to chat about manifesting your dream business. It's become something that I have been obsessed about over the past few years. It's funny, when I first started into the Secret, the laws of attraction, it's when the movie The Secret came out, the book The Secret, that was 20 years ago. I remember going on the Secret cruise with all the speakers, Bob Proctor, Michael Beckwith, and that's when I planted so many seeds about becoming an author and a speaker. And I find it no accident that those visions that I planted then is what I'm living today. I want you to hear this. Bob Proctor says this: if you can see it in your mind, you will hold it in your hand. And I think that that's so beautiful. And why I wanted to come out here today before I share with you guys the 3 ways to manifest your dream business is this was a dream I had at one point. See, I wanted to own a business, but I also wanted to own a lifestyle business where I could put my toes in the sand, right? I could walk the beach and I could help and serve people. And today I have a coaching business that's nationwide and now international. We have clients in the UK and Dubai. And a lot of it came from what I get to share with you right now. So let's just dive into it. I don't want to waste any more time. What I'd love for you to do is grab a little notepad. I like to take notes on my iPad. That's how I write. Maybe you want to write notes on your iPhone or a journal. Completely up to you. Maybe you want to type this out. But I want you to use this video as something interactive. And I'm going to ask you this first question. And if you want to pause me and then go work on this or go do this exercise later, a quick little piece of homework for you with these 3 questions I'm going to ask you right now might be to go on a walk later, get outside, get in nature, put your toes in the sand or get grounded. Go to a park bench, go to a quiet place and actually work on this. So let's dive right into it. When's the last time you sat down and asked yourself, what does your dream business look like? See, I think we're all working to the next video, the next clip, the next post, right? The next meeting, the next Zoom call, the next tactic, the next piece of AI. When's the last time you sat down and asked yourself, what does my dream business actually look like? See, I think so many of us, myself included, are searching for the how, the tactic, when you should actually get clear on the destination, the why, because that why is going to pull you forward. And what I would challenge you to do with this exercise is sit down and say, what is my dream business? What does my dream day look like? Maybe start right when the alarm clock goes off. What are you doing? Are you taking the kids to school? Are you making pancakes for them? Are you at the gym? Are you on a Zoom call impacting lives? Are you on stages? Are you a best-selling author? What does your bank account look like? And start describing this. I mean this with so much love. If you can actually get clear on what that looks like and start shaping a vision, that destination is going to come true for you. I heard this put so well recently about manifesting is you're the director of the movie. You're the writer of the script. You're the actor in the movie. So if that's the case, then just direct a really cool movie, write a cool script, but you have to get clear on this first. So the very first thing that I teach all business owners is start with what does that actually look like? Like if I was to ask you right now over coffee and say, describe your dream business, could you? Well, I kind of want 8K a month. No, dude. Hey, we want 40 grand a month. We want 10 clients. I'm on stages. I'm a best-selling author. Can you rattle this off? Again, if you can see it in your mind, you will hold it in your hand. But the thing that I have to get you to understand today in today's video is you have to get clear on that in your mind. I remember coming out here to this beach and running this beach up and down. I'm a best-selling author. I'm on stages. I have a coaching program, like running this in my head again and again and again, every morning, every night. I'd come out to sunset and I find it by no accident and so special that that's the life I'm living today. I remember walking on stage in front of 1,000 people and they handed me the microphone. I was like, dude, we're here now, you know? My book came out, I was like, we're here now. And it all started by a kid with a dream, 6 years ago out here on these beaches manifesting. So the very first question I want to share with you is, what does my dream business look like? Now, if you want to pause this video and go right, do that or use this later, but get crystal clear. Fill an entire journal with what your dream life looks like. If you are the author and you hold the pen, might as well just start scripting something out really, really cool, right? Number 2, the second thing that we have to do is once you get clear on the vision for where you're headed, the life of where you're headed, I want to ask you this: what is the identity of that person? The second thing is identity. How does that person show up to the world? How does that person show up to their content, to their podcast, to writing? How does that person show up to their clients, to sales calls? How does that person show up in their health, in their fitness, in their local community, in their tithing, in their contribution? Everything is identity. See, the thing that I need you to understand completely now is this: you don't get what you want. You don't get what you put on a vision board. You get what your standards and your identity are. Think of it like a thermostat. If you believe that you, in your heart of hearts, are a 30 grand, 40 grand, 50 grand a month income earner, if your identity is that, you will start showing up to the world as that person. I'll share with you an interesting story. When I first wanted to surf, so I live here in San Diego, I wanted to surf, but I wasn't a surfer yet. So I started identifying as a surfer. I started showing up here to the beach. I started getting in the water. I started taking my board out, even when I sucked. One time I fell, I don't know if you could see it. I fell on that wave right there and I cracked my nose wide open, broke my nose. It was an L. It was blood gushing everywhere, but I was a surfer. But to surf, you actually have to get in the water. I think so many of us are standing on the shore, watching YouTube videos, watching TikTok videos. You have to get in the water to surf, yes? So what is the identity of that best-selling author? What is the identity of that $1 million business? What is the identity of that coach who impacts lives? What you have to do is get very clear on what your identity is. This is the thing I want you to understand. What is your identity of that person? So step 2 in this whole manifesting your dream business exercise, list out, what does my identity look like? How am I showing up to the world? Who am I? How am I creating content? How am I running my marketing? And I'll promise you this, if you start showing up as that individual, the world will align. I'll share with you a story. I heard this, her name's Coach Kayla. She's on TikTok. She's incredible. She's the best manifesting coach I've ever heard. And she talked about how she manifested a 100-pound weight loss. And I couldn't understand it at first. I was like, 100-pound loss, 100-pound, what are you talking about? What she did was she identified as somebody that was 100 pounds less. Do you see how identity shapes everything? You have to identify as the best-selling author, the popular podcast, right? The trending content creator, 100,000 followers, 100 grand in the bank. You have to start shaping your identity as that person. And the world will start aligning to match that identity. Maybe not today, maybe not in the next hour, but eventually if you keep planting those seeds of this is who I am, and showing up as that person, that's how your manifestation is gonna start happening. And then the third thing, with that identity, what are the daily actions you take? I'll just give you a simple analogy. Let's say you identify as somebody that's in the best shape of your life. Well, how do you show up? How do you meal prep? What do you eat? What does your morning routine look like? Well, you'd probably be eating a whole lot of clean stuff and not going to McDonald's, right? And you'd probably be at the gym. That would be your identity. Then you would show up as that person on a daily basis, right? Now, let's say your identity is to have 100,000 followers, your content's popping off, you're going viral, you're changing lives. Okay, that's your identity. Then how does that person show up? Well, they're hitting record. They're posting content. They have somebody editing their videos. They're frequent on their podcast. They're posting on YouTube, right? That would be the action that leads to the identity, that leads to the manifestation. Does that make sense? See, everything lines up. You have to get clear on where you're going. Step 1, the dream, the manifesting, what this looks like, the vision, right? You have to write the script. Then the second thing is you have to start identifying as that person. And then the third thing, start showing up to the world as them. Another example on this, I wanted to start boxing recently. So I started watching some TikTok videos, some YouTube videos, and I was like, all right, dude, I guess I'm a boxer now. So again, what's the vision? I want to box. I want to get in better shape. I want to learn boxing, okay? Step 2, identity. I'm a boxer now. I bought boxing gloves. I started training. I signed up for the UFC gym. Third thing, what's my daily actions? I hired a gold medal winning boxing coach and we get in the cage. We're literally like fighting together. Well, now the action leads to the identity, which leads to the dream. Does that make sense? So step 1, get it hyper clear on what that dream business looks like, the dream income, the dream life. My favorite thing, just describe your perfect day. What is it like from the minute you wake up? What is your identity showing up to the sales calls, showing up to the Zoom calls, showing up to the content, showing up to life, right? And then the third thing, what are those actions that you can take on a daily basis? So my friends, this has been my fun little beach time conversation with Nikki T on how to manifest your dream business. Hope you learned something. If you did, go ahead and subscribe, follow me, whatever. There's always some links in my bio for some free resources, but I want to leave you with one piece of homework. Go get to a quiet place and go through this journaling exercise. Number 1, get clear on what does your dream business look like, your dream life, your dream income. How are clients treating you? Who are your dream clients? What's it like getting the phone call? You changed my life. What's that feel like? Number 2, what would your identity be as that person, as that business owner, as the $1 million earner, as that core sailing person of the most popular podcast? Then number 3, what daily actions can you take? Now, here's what I'm going to leave you with is this. In the next 24 hours, what is one thing that you can do to move you one step closer to your dream life and manifesting that dream business? Go take action on that today. So for example, I want to box, buy boxing gloves, get it in the gym, right? I want to become a marathon runner, go buy the running shoes, go run your first 3 miles. I want to be a content creator. I want to have 100,000 followers, record your first video. I want to have 10,000 subscribers on YouTube, film your first YouTube. You see what I'm saying there? I want to be a best-selling author, work on your book cover, write your first chapter. So that'll be your homework. And once you do that, I want you to come back here to the comments and let me know what you did. I love you, I believe in you, and this has been how to manifest your dream business. We'll see you.